Hey guys, FatMan Tully. It's about 6:15 in the morning on May 2nd. And in case you're wondering, the white stuff is snow. Yes, it snowed last night. It was pretty shocking. The trees are gorgeous though. And you just can't beat that in a Minnesota winter. Wait a minute, it's spring. I found a nice flat spot in the yard, took my tape measure, plunked it into the ground, and we have this beautiful 7 inches of snow on the ground. A lot of this, when it started snowing yesterday, was melting right away. Today, we have a beautiful snow-covered morning. That's my truck, and yes, it is covered with snow. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless, and be safe. Hey guys, kind of an impromptu breakfast video since we missed breakfast on Monday because I had to work. I couldn't make up my mind this morning between sausage and bacon, so I'm having both. The rest, I just got an egg scramble, sausage and onions, or mushrooms and onions, toast, got to get my orange juice yet, and life is good. Back in a minute. Morning guys, I'm back. I had ate my breakfast. I was asked one day how come I have a banana with my breakfast every morning, or I at least eat one banana a day. In July, I was hospitalized for severe dehydration and a potassium deficiency. I was working up in my attic, or my upstairs, my second story, where we didn't have any air conditioning or anything, and I had passed out. My wife came upstairs and found me. I had my daughter call an ambulance. They came and picked me up, dragged my fat ass over to the hospital, where I spent a few hours, about 6 hours, getting an ass load of potassium dumped back into my system and getting me back up and running. I wasn't real happy about it. I told my wife just to give me a banana and some water and I'd be good to go. She didn't believe it. So, that's why I have a banana every morning. I'm not going to go through that again. Potassium deficiency is pretty serious stuff. So, we won't have that issue. And there's, getting on that, there's a lot of things that you can do for yourself to try to keep those kind of levels really in good shape. I have really good cholesterol, so I guess I don't worry too much about it. That's why you see me eating bacon and eggs all the time. But there's ways to combat a lot of things through diet, unless you're, I should be talking about a diet, right? Unless you're really severe and have some pretty serious problems like diabetes, you can control a lot of diabetes through diet, but if it's severe enough, there's no way you're controlling it through diet. You need to have your insulin or medication of some sort. I got a hair falling in my eye here, and I hate when that happens. Last night I talked to Guy Smiley, who would be a really, really wealth of information talking about medications relating to diabetes, since he is diabetic. It snowed here, so I didn't think it was a good idea. They were talking about a foot of snow, and by gosh, I think we got it. Anyway, I suffer from high blood pressure, and I know there's a lot of ways that a lot of things I can do without involving medications to control my blood pressure or to help keep it down, and I was doing a lot of that. With our lifestyle these days, it's really hard. That hair is not going away. it's really hard to stick with a regimen. My job is, one of the neighbor kids pointing at me over there. He's cute. I think he's 4. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of things that you can do to control it, and I know for me, some of the things that worked to control my blood pressure was diet. When I was first diagnosed with it, my blood pressure is pretty crazy high. So I need to do a little more, but when I was first diagnosed, my blood pressure was high. They put me on medication. They said, look, you need to do a few things so you can continue to friggin' live. If you have your blood pressure this high for long, you're gonna die. I was in my early 20s at the time. I think I was 23 or 24 when I was diagnosed with high blood pressure at first. I wasn't overweight at the time, not like I am now. I mean, I weighed in about 250 or so, but and my peak was 220 when I was in the Marine Corps working out every day. So, I mean, I'm a pretty big guy to begin with. But really simple things to control your blood pressure. Anger management classes can give you a great deal of ways to deal with, because anger and stress are two of the things that'll elevate your blood pressure, along with other things. And I started meditating on a regular basis. I quit smoking and I quit drinking, which is when I started putting on a lot of weight. That and my wife is a fabulous cook. So am I, but she cooks most of the time. So you can start to manage some of that stuff, and I recommend doing that before you even get into meds. I had the question posed to me that about dosages and stuff we were talking about animal antibiotics and stuff, and I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a vet. Well, I'm a vet, but I'm not a veterinarian. There are some, I know that, I've taken antibiotics meant for cattle. I had a dog that was taking this Cosequin, and it's really good stuff. There's this osteobiflex out for people. It turns out that Cosequin wasn't much more than osteobiflex and some painkiller, some acetaminophen for painkiller. Guess what? Whole lot cheaper than Cosequin. I think was like $10 a pill, and they were like a horse pill. And she took one every day. There's things like that. So the Cosequin and it works the same both ways. If you're in a situation where you need the antibiotics, just about every farmer's got antibiotics in there. Every critter farmer, I should say. My grandpa always had antibiotics for the cows when they needed it. He gave it to them. My grandfather was pretty natural about his cows, but if they needed an antibiotic, they got it. And farmers are a lot of times kind of their own veterinarian. I mean, they have to be, because it gets pretty expensive having a vet come out. So I guess the moral of the story is do some research, learn to manage any current illnesses that you have. There are ways, pain management. I'm in a great deal of pain every day that nobody knows about because I manage that pain as best I can. I don't have any cartilage left in my knees. I've screwed up my back in 2 different places. And it's not a spinal injury, it's a muscle injury where the muscle is torn and ripped apart. And those kind of things just never heal right, if they heal at all. Torn muscle can be pretty goofy. I've got a bad shoulder. Both of them are bad, but I've got a really bad, my left shoulder is really bad. If I had to shoot left-handed, I'd be over. So I live with a lot of pain every day, and I've learned to manage it through meditation and diet. I eat a lot of onions. I have a lot of onions and garlic in my diet, which are two things that are known for helping regulate some of your body systems. I drink orange juice just about every day. I have a banana just about every day. You know, these are things that you can do to help manage your body systems. You know, just to eat more natural foods. I noticed when I quit eating a lot of the foods with preservatives in it, I started feeling a little better. Not much, but the pain wasn't as bad. You know, and as I've been losing weight, I've lost about 52 pounds so far since July, August-ish. I'm still working on it. I haven't been to the doctor to get weighed in a while, but I know I've lost some more. It's kind of cool to be fitting into pants that you never thought you'd fit into again. But anyway, I'm sure this video has gotten long enough. Do some research. Everybody can do a little homework. I'm going to try to do some. Maybe we'll talk about it next time when I have Guy Smiley here, or whoever shows up. You never know. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so hopefully people are watching this. Hit the subscription button, and maybe we can get. My hope is to someday get into some online discussions about this sort of thing on, you know, Google Plus or whatever, and really get some good conversation going. I think that'd be pretty beneficial. So anyway, do some research, learn about some, I guess you would call them homeopathic remedies, some natural foods and stuff that can help manage body systems. By body systems, I mean your heart rate, your blood pressure and stuff like that. Because there are ways to do that naturally, and if you can monitor those things and keep those things in check, the chances of getting other illnesses is greatly reduced. And I guess I can't say much more than that. So, with that being said, everybody be safe, God bless, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave questions and comments below. I'll get to you as soon as I can. Work has been kind of crazy. It is spring. It is May 2nd today, and we had a foot of snow overnight, so, and it's still coming down a little bit. My actual real measurement in the yard was 7 inches, but a lot of it melted as it hit the ground. So the news is saying 12. With that being said, see you later.